So the question today is, what is a memory of a trip you took with your partner that still makes you laugh today? You have an answer already?
Uh-huh.
I know what I'm thinking. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking about when we went through Alabama and in the middle of the tornado
Oh,
or
with
the
the cop?
hurricane.
With the cop?
Yep, with the cop.
Allegedly, and by allegedly I mean this absolutely happened. This was back during the Cunanan time when Andrew Cunanan was running around.
We killed Johnny Versace.
Yeah, before he had killed Johnny Versace, though, before he ended up in Florida. So Rick and I were in Alabama. We were going from Mobile, Alabama to Atlanta, Georgia.
In a hurricane.
That's when the hurricane, yeah. it
In
was
a
just-
soft top Jeep.
all this was just such a big mess. And we were on I-65 North, leaving,
Pouring rain.
right, leaving out of Mobile, heading toward Atlanta. And I was sleeping in the passenger seat, and I did not, this is what Rick says,
Uh-huh. You don't remember?
but I was sleeping in the passenger
Uh-huh.
seat. So we won't even get into the whole hurricane, tornado touchdown thing, just such a big mess, right? But so we're in Rick's Jeep. What I remember was, I woke up and I looked to my side there and I saw Rick getting back in the Jeep and he was all wet from the rain. And I said,
Soaked.
I said,
Soaked.
what?
Water dripping
I
off
woke
my
up
nose.
and I'm like, honey, where are you? What? Where were you? What happened? What's going on? And Rick is giving me the stink eye face. Because apparently what had happened was a police officer, a state trooper, pulled him over, saw our San Diego license frame, and of course everybody was paranoid. Where was Cunanan? It was such a huge thing. This trooper sees the San Diego license frame around the tag, pulls the car over, makes Rick get out. No, before you got
No,
out.
before I
Rick,
got out.
Before Rick got out, the trooper starts talking through the Jeep window to Rick, and allegedly, I woke up like this and went, "Oh, officer, you can't talk to him when he's been drinking." And then I went back to sleep. I don't remember any of it.
Uh-huh.
Rick said the officer
I'm
looked at me
outside doing the
and then-
toe-to-toe
and then
touch
looked
your
at Rick and
nose
pulled him out of the car.
Do all that.
And
Yeah.
made him do the field. This is like 10 o'clock in the morning, by the way.
Field sobriety
Makes
test.
him do a field sobriety
In a
test.
hurricane.
So then when he gets back in the car and the officer sees that there's no problem, whatever, knows he has nothing to do with Cunanan, the officer lets Rick get back in the car. And that's when he opened the door and I went, "Baby, why are you all wet?"
Yeah.
Now, mine is a much simpler story. 'Cause
You have one too?
this was about this was your answer. And
Oh.
which, by the way, I think that story still makes me laugh these days. I don't know that Rick's laughing about. My story that I love, which is way simpler and not at all like this, my story that still makes me laugh is when we went to New Orleans to celebrate our wedding, our marriage honeymoon, and in 2003, and dancing in the rain. Oh, look, more rain.
Uh-huh.
Dancing in the rain on Bourbon Street. A friend was up on the balcony. We were all up on the balcony. Rick had gone down below to the street, and I looked down and I saw him standing there, and I thought, this is just a moment, like, don't miss this moment. So I gave my camera to a friend and said, video us, take pictures, do something. And I gave him the camera and ran downstairs to Bourbon Street, ran through the bar, downstairs and out front, found Rick out front still. I'm like, hey.
And we
he's like,
danced in the rain.
and we danced in the rain on Bourbon Street, and it was amazing. And it was pretty fantastic. So that's, like, I just love that. That still makes me laugh, still makes me happy. And no one had to do a field sobriety test, so win-win. Okay, yours is way funnier for me, to be honest.
Muriel?
You're terrible,
Terrible.
Muriel. All right, we'll see you guys later.